Welcome to the FancySchmancy Creature Feature. My name is FancySchmancy. I am an eldritch scholar of the watery underworld, and I am on a quest to draw every single creature in the entire multiverse. It's a task that I can't accomplish alone, and that's why I ask my Twitch chat to help me scour the dimensions for creatures to record in my infinite library of bestiaries. Recently, I had the pleasure of watching Fantastic Four: First Steps, and I must say that in comparison to previous iterations, it's a marked improvement. Before we jump into the creature feature, I thought I'd talk a little bit about what I experienced in the film and how I enjoyed it. Overall, I thought the movie was a lot better than Marvel Studios' usual 7 out of 10 fare. The art direction was spectacular, the music score was iconic, the dialogue was sharp and mercifully devoid of quips. I liked that it took place in another dimension, so the story wasn't trying to carry the weight of 15 years of cinematic world building. The cast gets to really act their heart out. The action sequences are some of the most genuinely suspenseful I've seen in a Marvel movie, and the effectiveness with which they showed the sheer scale of Galactus, as somebody who really loves eldritch horror, made me feel like it was a genuine, terrifying threat. I think my only gripe is that, like most Marvel movies, this one kind of suffers from, status quo syndrome. None of the characters feel like they really go through any sort of arc, and when you compare it to films like James Gunn's Superman, where the character actually has to grapple with some of his core beliefs and change because of that, I don't know, it feels a little bit hollow. But again, given the track record for the Fantastic Four, I would say I'll take an 8 out of 10 any other day. Anyway, since the Fantastic Four: First Steps takes place in an alternate dimension, I thought it would be a fine opportunity to discover one opposite of our own and record that version in my abyssal bestiary. So, without further ado, I would like to present to you the Fantastic Four of Earth 161. Creature number 6, Mr. Sensitive, discovered by Twitch user Harukio. This version of Reed Richards may not be the smartest person alive, but he's certainly the most in touch with his feelings. Mr. Sensitive boasts the same stretchy appendages of his counterparts in other dimensions. Unfortunately, this means that he can remain bedridden for weeks at a time, only stretching his limbs to retrieve pints of Cherry Garcia from the fridge while he binges Nicholas Sparks novels for the emotional catharsis. At present, Mr. Sensitive is in a disassociative fugue state after Sue Storm critiqued his lingonberry muffin recipe and is currently recovering in a seaside cottage, while Galactus eats his entire planet. Creature number 7, the Inebriated Woman, discovered by Twitch user Dade Logistics. In this dimension, Sue Storm's remarkable powers can only be activated by conspicuous levels of alcohol consumption. But hey, when you're the world's most hardworking supermom, you deserve a cocktail or 5 now and again, you know? While she can't turn invisible, she can turn emotionally unavailable. And although many foes have threatened her marriage to Reed Richards, none have come as close as when she stumbled into the foyer of the Baxter Building midday, drunkenly declaring to the attending staff that Reed, quote, can stretch everything but the part that counts. Oh, no force field can shield you from that one, Reed. Creature number 8, the Patriotic Torch, discovered by Twitch user Harukio. In this dimension, Johnny Storm takes a page from the Steve Rogers playbook, donning the stars and stripes to become a living 4th of July firecracker. This Johnny still loves the ladies, but nothing compares to the red-hot flaming lust he has for Lady Liberty. When he's not grilling burgers and supplying pyrotechnics for Bruce Springsteen concerts, you can find him scorching through the cosmos on a mission to protect the planet that he loves most, America. Creature number 9, the Floof, discovered by Twitch user Kevo Koala. After a bombardment of cosmic rays, this version of Ben Grimm transforms into a behemoth of living cotton candy. Now the fluffiest hero on the planet, Floof fears no foe, except for maybe hungry carnival goers, sudden bouts of rain, and baffled raccoons from 2010 viral videos. Catchphrases the Floof has workshopped include, "It's empty calorie time," "Let's get sticky," and "Time for a Dia beatdown." Sadly, they landed as softly with the focus groups as most of his punches do. Creature number 10, Hansi Von Doom, discovered by Twitch user Dr. Diggity Dank. After the tragic explosion of a necromancy machine that would have allowed him to give his dead mother one last high five, the Victor Von Doom of this dimension was grotesquely disfigured as his face and feet became hands. Blaming Reed Richards for his disfigurement, he will stop at nothing until he has flipped each and every member of the Fantastic Four the bird and received a heartfelt apology from each and every one of them. Until then, the Latverian wizard will continue to hold the world hostage, wielding his 5 butter guns with reckless impunity. Thank you, Twitch users, for your contributions to the field of metaphysical cryptobiology, and most of all, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time here on the Fancy Schmancy Creature Feature.